they put it somewhere to the stands. So
yeah, it wasn't the toughest night for him.
no.
A happy night though for the Toofans. The mood in the camp is going to be celebratory, not just because of the win, but also there's a birthday. The birthday boy did very well tonight, the game changer. George Anthony also was part of this party that troubled the Calicut Heroes. They gave them a scar that they will take a while to recover from. How good he was on his birthday. Happy day.
Yeah, great. I mean, again, he's ripped that serve at a key time. That's a good swing as well. That's good setting from Saklane Tariq to get his guy in a position from all the way over there. And it was really his serving that I think got him the game changer award. He hit that same seam twice, and I mean, that's the heroes not learning from their mistakes, but that also did change the game very quickly. I was impressed. He was one who I feel put his best foot forward this evening.
The Calicut Heroes, very disappointing, and my heart goes out to the Red Army, one of the most passionate groups of fans. They haven't had a chance to, or rather a reason to be in Hyderabad. This is what their campaign looks like. 4 losses to the Blackhawks, the Meteors, the Ahmedabad defenders and the Toofans. Just the one set that they took against the defenders, and here's what's coming up. 2 of these 3 teams have been so good. The Torpedoes and the Thunderbolts will be very happy to face a low on confidence Calicut Heroes. Their campaign seems well and truly over. What next for them, Louis? Where do they go from here?
I'm struggling to see them winning a set off those last 3 games, so I'm sort of wincing here a little bit. I've made some notes on the things I thought they could have done better this evening, so let me just go through them a little bit and pick a few out.
Coach Louis comes out.
Now, I feel sorry for him because I feel that we said at the start that Sonny was still looking for his first 6, and we've seen everybody now. We've seen the whole sort of squad come out and have a go. I feel like if you're asking me where do they go from now, I feel like they need to look at that performance, and whoever's in charge there, maybe the franchise owners, the coach, the manager, they need to sit down and go, okay, this is how we feel right now. This is a very low point because they finished last season on a high point. 2 weeks ago, they would have come into this league feeling very optimistic, having won the league. They would have been still buzzing from that last win. And now in 2 weeks, it's gone from that to this. So I think it's very easy in these scenarios to point the finger at everybody else and just say, hey, this is your fault and this was your idea and you wanted to do this. And I think in these situations, you really have to be quite mature in there, and you have to say, okay, what decisions have we made? How did it go from being the best team in the country to being the worst team in the league in 2 weeks? Because we've only had 2 weeks of games since they won the competition. And then they can start to rebuild to say, okay, how do we we don't want to feel like this again, but what do we put in place to make sure that we don't do this again? And I think they can do it. I think in this league it's very easy to make those changes. Honestly, I do. But it's a long process, and I think it starts now to go, who do we retain? Who are we keeping next year? Who are probably our targets to make us stronger? And but I think it's been on the court, it's been really poor, and it's tough.
I suspect you might see a complete reset of the squad, and that auction before season 5 is going to be massive for Calicut. Hopefully they'll have a bigger purse as well. That is something they'll look at later. But you know, as a top level athlete, Carla, you've been a part of teams that have done really well and teams that have been seeing some depressing lows. The air in the camp is going to be very uneasy for the next 2 weeks. They may go through the motions. What would you do if you were Mohan Ukrapandian? Is there something he can do to rev this team up?
I always had a feeling whenever games are running against me and my partner, you have to face the positive things. The only chance to get your head out of this is to talk positive, to cheer, and to get the little things making you happy again. So I think this is the only way to get out of this and celebrate everything what they can.
Tomorrow is another day, and there's another game coming up on this Super Sunday. It is match number 18, featuring the Ahmedabad Defenders and the Hyderabad Blackhawks. Both these teams vying for yet another win to stay in contention. We'll talk about this game on the other side of this break. Stay tuned. Coming up in just a bit is match number 18, the two bards of Bollywood. No, Hyderabad and Ahmedabad. They're up against each other in this Sunday evening clash. Let's take a look at where they find themselves on the points table. A chance for the Ahmedabad defenders to go up to number 2. If they win 3-0 or 3-1, they will get 3 points, and that means they will go up to 9 points. That takes them to the second spot, just behind the Mumbai Meteors, who can do no wrong. Meanwhile, the host city, the Blackhawks Hyderabad, if they win 3-0 or 3-1, they'll go up to 6 points, and yet they will be at about number 6, just below Ahmedabad, because of the set difference, which is marginally better for the Ahmedabad defenders. We will talk about the Blackhawks Hyderabad first. Is their campaign pretty much over, or do they have an outside chance? They've been very blow hot, blow cold, just the 1 win, 2 losses. It's been a strange performance from Hyderabad.
Yeah, I mean, blow cold mostly, I would say, without being too harsh. Their 1 win was against the Heroes on the opening evening. And we all sort of came away from that game saying, okay, was it nerves? Because the level wasn't quite there. And there's been all the talk around Guru, is on your screen there, Sahil, and they've brought in obviously Paolo Lemounier from the Torpedoes last season, and it hasn't quite got going. And I do worry about them. They need a win tonight, but I feel like it's going to be swimming against the tide, unless maybe you go for broke and you give Guru that game time that he has been lacking. Sahil there on your picture, he's been the starter on that right side. He was the right side last season as well, whilst Guru was injured, as we have a look at their schedule as well. I'm looking, I mean, Goa, I think, are a much better team. Goa have been given a bit of a poor rub of the green. They have a lot of talent in that team. Yeah. The Torpedoes and the Thunderbolts. It's not getting easier for them, is it? I mean, you could say there's 4 of the top 5 teams, in theory, that's coming their way.
Yep, the mighty Torpedoes and the back in form, the Thunderbolts, will be their last game. So it does get tougher as they go along. If a loss tonight will pretty much shut the door for the Blackhawks Hyderabad. Can body language tell you a little bit about what's going on in the camp? I didn't see that kind of intensity in those practice visuals, or am I reading too much into it?
No, not at all. I think that the connection with Paolo Lemounier is not clicking.
Okay.
So the last matches, they had great things going on, great attacks, great combinations, but there are some moments, you just talked about it, where it's not working. And I think there's this little piece missing in the connection with their setter, because he's an awesome setter.
He really is. I think he knows, you can see him just warming up to the pins. I think they're a little bit weak on the pins. So he's really valuing running the middle as much as possible. Yeah. And I mean, that's not quite working for them either, but they are quite strong in the middle, and maybe they just need the pass to come in to run it more. But I feel like they've got 2 great hitters on the right side in Sahil and in Guru, but they would love one of them to be hitting on the other side as well on the left.
Sadly, Louis Lett on commentary hasn't had enough opportunities to say wah, Guru, wah on commentary, because we haven't seen him on court enough. I wonder if it's got to do anything with his injury. Is he 100%? Not sure. If he is fit, he's got to be on court throughout.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's fine. The connection's not quite there, and we knew with Guru from season 2 that he's so athletic, he can go over the top. But we talk a lot about range, and I remember 2 seasons ago, I mean, this is off the top of my head, so I could be wrong, that he struggled hitting right to left, like so across his body here. Yeah. And that was something that the good teams found out. And I feel like he's, again, getting a bit trapped inside at times, but also he's struggling with that range as well to come across his body a bit more and into the cross court.
What about the positives? Is Yuji Yamamoto, the Japanese, is he the lone bright spot in this camp where the others have looked a bit lost? What do you make of Yamamoto?
I like him a lot as a player. We saw already great plays of him the last matches. Let's say the sharpness was missing, and I really do hope to see it today, not only from him, from the whole team. And yeah, he's a great player. And
yeah, that's an incredible touch. That cover around the block was just unbelievable, but I don't think we've seen enough points from him attacking wise. But he is certainly a little bit of a glue guy. He's certainly the one who is covering. He's the one fighting for everybody else. I would like to see him score, and that's what I mean when I said I feel like they're a bit weak at the pins. I don't feel like they're scoring enough points out there, so it is putting the pressure on Sahil and the middles a little bit more, where you look at the teams who are really performing. I mean, last night you had Pankaj performing out at 4, whilst you had Ashwal Rai performing at the same time at 2. You sort of need that split on the net where you're going to score on both flanks, so it takes the pressure off one another, and I don't think that they've quite got that yet this season.
There's something else that I got wrong. Yamamoto, not Japanese. Correction, apologies for that. He is very much Brazilian, so no samurai magic, but some samba magic from Yamamoto will do the job for the Blackhawks Hyderabad, who desperately need a win because of how the format is. Let's take a look at the RR Kabel League rules quickly. League stage followed by the semis, only 7 league games, and therefore Hyderabad have to get going in this best-of-5 contest against the Ahmedabad defenders. Remember, all sets will be a race to 15 points. 3-0, 3-1 the result will give the winner 3 points, and a 3-2 result will give the winner 2 points, and the loser will get 1 point on the points table. The Ahmedabad defenders have won 2 and lost that 1-5-setter against the Goa Guardians. Is their campaign back on track, or am I rushing into that conclusion? Is there work to be done? Where are Ahmedabad on the radar for you?
Oh, would you like to go first, Carla, or shall I go?
Oh, I think when they talk more about some settings and to place the attacker better in a good position, I think they have good chances. With Basuri, we have a really outstanding player. He just moved up to the top 5 attackers with 35 points.
Yep.
And yeah, they didn't start aggressive enough last time, but today I think they changed.
Just the way the format is, they don't play the Kolkata Thunderbolts because you play 4 teams from your pool and 3 from the other, and that means just the way the draw has panned out, they don't have to face the Kolkata Thunderbolts. They face the in-form Mumbai Meteors. Chennai Blitz can be a bit up and down. Kochi very much beatable. Ahmedabad on their way to the semis for you? Louis?
I think the jury's out. I think these next games, Chennai, Mumbai, Kochi, we'll learn a lot about them. I think they should be in there for sure. I think we've seen them at times. I mean, when you are a team, you should have an identity in the way that you're playing, and I think Bonic has set that, but I don't think they've really fulfilled it. That loss against Goa, where they sort of went quiet.
They lost half a dozen match points
yeah,
in that game.
Exactly.
Couldn't finish it.
So there would be some alarm bells for me in terms of the way they started against the Calicut Heroes. Remember, they're the only team that have lost a set to the Calicut Heroes as well. Every other team have cruised past them. So I think tonight will be a great game for them. I think it's one they should win. I think it's one where we can start to see some more aggressive behaviours. As KB was saying, they're a little bit tentative to start with against the Heroes. But I feel like there's the spine, some of the spine of the team. Does Shanti John start? I don't think so. I think Nanda, although he's not been scoring as much as what we've seen last season, I still think he's your guy on the outside, and through actions he was nice and aggressive. Angamutu, I think we've still got to see the best of him, and is some of it on Shanti John to come off the bench and give them that rise? I think so. I think he's somebody that can do that. We've seen that before this season. I don't think we've seen quite the best of Angamutu yet, and I still and that's not me saying I don't think it will come, because I know he's a class player, so I think it will come.
It's very crucial for Muthusamy Appavu, the captain and the setter, to be able to activate Angamutu very well. To Nanda Gopal is the other option that he can go to, but if that man gets going, watch out the Blackhawks. He will be on fire.
Yeah, absolutely. And the one that we didn't really talk about was Akin, and he's been on great form through the middle. And remember, a bit of a pet peeve, you see him there getting set in the middle. It took him till really almost match point against the Heroes to get into the game. I would love to see him used early on, setting the tone, and really he's one of the biggest weapons that they have, I think, in the team. And if he does get set, when it goes to the outsides, the middle blocker is going to be held in the middle because they're using the keen. So they're going to be late getting across. I'll go to this camera. They're going to be late getting across, and then the outside hitters are going to have angles to hit into. If they don't use a keen, they're going to be able to get across and make 2 blockers, and all of a sudden it's tougher for the wing
I love watching Louis let talk volleyball, because at times he behaves like the traffic police, sometimes a robot, but he always makes sense. Now,
I don't know about that.
We have to we've got to talk about the X factor of this Ahmedabad defenders lineup. Number 77, I love his name. 1, 2, 3, Batsuri. What do you make of him?
I have to listen to that like, what, 50 times a day now? Yeah, in the car here.
Just love saying his name.
I love it.
Yeah, Batsuri, we love him playing. His attacks are immense. He gets surged a lot in reception. He gets full loaded, and yeah, last time he's been tipping a lot, so hopefully today we see some better swings of him, some better connections with the setter, and yeah, he just went up to the top 5 attackers.
Perhaps the lesson for the other teams, you look at the Mumbai Meteors who had the two Norwegians. We saw Churio do so well for the Delhi Toofans. Batsuri, that man on screen, has done very well today in the white as well. It's so important to focus on your scouting of foreign talent. Yes, in an auction dynamics will mean that you may not get players that you wish for, but the 2 foreign players that you get, it's an open playground, and therefore once the league finishes, you've got to scour the market and get the right foreign players in. It just completely changes the complexion of a lineup, like we've seen for the Mumbai Meteors.
Yeah, I completely agree. And again, that's Matt Van Wezel, because he's spent a lot of time in Norway coaching.
Yeah.
So he knows these Norwegian guys and he can go, okay, I'm going here.
Sure.
And I think it helps when you really know what you're getting. And again, I don't want to pick on the Calicut heroes again. Sorry that I am. But I feel like they didn't know what they were getting in terms of playing.
Yeah.
And also the sort of character that you're getting. And I think that's really important. You look at performance teams and they get the right characters as well as the right sort of level of player.
Yeah. Right, then the Ahmedabad defenders are expected to be favourites for this match. Let's quickly pull up their squad. Is it an opportunity, Carla, for the defenders to try out other players, or do you go in with your first choice combination? Are there players that you'd like to see in action? And I'd like Louis to weigh in as well on this one. We haven't seen Ronald Martinez enough.
I'll happily weigh in. Yeah, I think, you know, Mutu is always going to be your setter. And I think he's one of the best Indian setters out there. He likes to run, he understands tempo, he understands bringing in the block. The big conversation is whether it's Nanda or Shanti John on the outside with Batsuri, and I think that's the big thing that really sticks out for this team. We know that almost every other player's picked, so is it going to be Shanti? Is it going to be Nanda? And what's the balance like in there? Because we know Nanda can serve, we know he can pass, pocket rocket, he's not the biggest, but he is really aggressive in his jump. Yeah, I'm doing it again. Yeah, I see you laughing at me over there, Manish. I see you laughing at me. I got it. Yeah.
It's always happy to see him react in the commentary box. Maybe we need one camera on him when he goes.
You wouldn't be the first to get a camera in there.
You're a popular man in India. Who knows? We might also get a glimpse of Ronald Martinez, the other foreign player in the Ahmedabad lineup. Perhaps Abhishek Soni as well, the outside hitter. So maybe it's a chance to try out these players because the defenders might need these players with some game time. They also need to make sure they call for the super point well in time tactically. The SKPR super point can be called for once every set. It can be called for only before a team has reached 12 points. A super point in this league is worth 2 points. If you lose it, the opponent gets 2 points. What about the Bank of Baroda super serve? We saw a couple in that last game between the Calicut Heroes and the Delhi Toofans. It is simply put a serve that's not touched by any opposition player, and that serve gives you 2 points. No points for Louilet and Carla Borja, who have had a horrid record with predictions, but I'll give them a chance to redeem themselves.
Whoa. We got that one. We almost got that one.
Everyone
right?
got that right. Even the Calicut Heroes got that right.
Yeah, ouch. That was a big burn.
That was a big one. Below the belt slightly. Right. Ahmedabad, Hyderabad. Safe to say Ahmedabad. What's your scoreline? I'm going to go with Ahmedabad.
You're not sitting on the fence.
Not at all. I'm a Gujarati.
I bet your backside feels better now for not sitting on the fence.
I've got a cushy chair here.
Yeah, cushy chair. No prickles in there.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
3-0. Will you finish?
3-0 is a big call, but I think
Come on, say it.
It's going to be 3-0.
I like that. What about you?
3-1 Ahmedabad.
Let's playing it safe. No, let's go 3-1. Let's give the Hyderabad Blackhawks fans something to celebrate about, and if they can somehow stitch together a win, it'll be one of the biggest upsets of this tournament. That's what's coming up. The Ahmedabad Defenders versus the Hyderabad Blackhawks. Match number 18 coming to you live from the GMC Balayogi Indoor Stadium in Hyderabad. On the other side of this break, stay tuned, won't you?
Season 4 of RR Kabul Prime Volleyball League powered by Scapia. It's not just another match day, this is Blockbuster Sunday! So get on your feet and make some noise for the second clash of the day. It is Ahmedabad Defenders versus Hyderabad Blackhawks! Hyderabad Blackhawks won the toss a while back and picked a side. And now let's welcome our referees for this match. First referee, Mr. Noorzan Omerzak, and second referee, Mr. M.I. Shamim.
A very good evening and a very warm welcome once again to match number 18 in the RR Kabul Prime Volleyball League powered by Scapia, where champions of Season 2 Ahmedabad Defenders take on the home side, the Hyderabad Blackhawks, coming to you live from the GMC Balayogi Indoor Stadium in Hyderabad. This game promises much excitement because of where they are perched on the points table respectively. Ahmedabad, by virtue of their 2 victories, find themselves in a mezzanine position at number 5 with 6 points. Hyderabad have a lot of catching up to do, for they have already copped 2 defeats and find themselves in the bottom half in number 8 on the points table. So a lot to be played for this match number 18 between the Defenders and the Blackhawks. This is a game that has seen a lot of heroes on either side of the spectrum. Ashok Bishnoi, Joel Benjamin, Muhammad Jasim, Mukesh Kumar, Nanda Gopal. All of these players are contenders in the Amul Cool Emerging Players category. Well, time now for the teams to be introduced, and in his own inimitable fashion, doing the introductions will be our beloved Sarthak Lal. Take it away, chap.
The host team will be looking at making this a happy Sunday for their fans. Let's welcome the Hyderabad Blackhawks!
Well, the Hyderabad Blackhawks began the campaign on the opening day of the RR Kabul Prime Volleyball League Season 4 in resounding fashion, beating the Calicut Heroes 3-0. But since then, things have gone south for them. They have got back-to-back straight set defeats against the Mumbai Meteors and the Delhi Toofans, the most recent of those defeats coming just a couple of days ago. And so a lot hinges on the captain Paulo Lamonier and the likes of Guru Prashant, Shikhar Singh and the double J, John Joseph, to pull all stops to ensure that Hyderabad stop this losing streak.
The former champions are ready and raring to go. Come on in, the Ahmedabad Defenders!
The Ahmedabad Defenders got off to a fiery start, winning a difficult game against the Delhi Toofans, 3-2. Then suffered a reverse against the Goa Guardians in what was a thrilling 5-setter where they did watch quite a few match points, but they came back in vim and with vim and vigor as they prevailed over Calicut Heroes 3-1. They have a few tough games ahead against the Chennai Blitz on the 15th and the Mumbai Meteors on the 18th. But for now, the Muttus, Anga Muthu Ramaswamy, the captain Muthuswamy Appavu, Shanti John, Nanda Gopal, that's the main thrust. And along with the Mongolian magician Batsuri, they'll be looking to keep the winning juggernaut rolling. But will that happen? Well, only time will tell.
Andaru ready, Hyderabad!
Well, there's all in readiness here. There is Muthuswamy Appa, who was only a month and a half ago blessed with a baby girl. He'll be keen to hit the ground running. And he knows that Ahmedabad are a champion side. They've done well in the past. Hyderabad Blackhawks, for their part, will want to arrest their losing momentum. And both the teams have a quality selection of personnel. They've done well at the auction table. They've done well with their retentions, but it's all down to the field of play here. Hyderabad, of course, won the toss. Lemonnier opted to choose the side. And so Muthuswamy Appa will not have any say in the matter. And just looking at both the sides, Ahmedabad defenders will start with these 6 merry men. Angamuthu Ramaswamy will be the universal. Nanda will start in attack ahead of Shanti John. Akin GS will be the designated blocker alongside Abhinav BS. And manning the attack will also be Batur Batsuri, the Mongolian magician. The captain Muthuswamy Appa will be their prime setter. And in the commentary box we have our prime setter as well, Louis Lett, to rev things up. Over to you, Louis.
Oh, thanks, my guy. I don't know if I'm a prime setter, though. We will have to go and work on some skills. No surprises there for the defenders. Nanda starts in front of Shanti John. That's probably the big call. Dragan Bonic, the new head coach, taking over from Dragan Mihailovic. And their opposition today is going to be the Hyderabad Blackhawks. And they're led by Paolo Lemonnier. Niaz Salam on the left side. Just one lack at Niaz Salam, but needs to start coming to the party on the outside with Victor Yamamoto, one of the 2 Brazilians. Shikar Singh and John Joseph maybe represent the best chance of point scoring in the middle, and there is a start for Guru Prasanth, and that's probably the biggest news of the day, that Guru does get the nod, having started his fair share of this season on the bench. Where do they go here, Hyderabad? Can Guru steer this team to a victory? Rajesh Kumar, the head coach for the very first season in this league, and it's going to be a big effort. Lemonnier and Guru will be playing on the right side, and that's where they will have the biggest threat, but the connection certainly wasn't there before. Noyahan, the first referee for this one. And he will be assisted by Nanda Kumar on the floor. Well, after a really one-sided opening game of the day, or of the evening, Ahmedabad and Hyderabad will go into battle, both desperately needing a victory. Hyderabad have had a very poor start to this campaign, having beaten Calicut on the opening day of the season. Ahmedabad lost to Goa, and you feel that even though they had 7 or 8 match points that day, if they lose another one here, it might just be problematic for their quest to the Final Four. Paolo Lemonnier will get us underway, our second game of the evening, and unfortunately it's a serve that finds the net. Hyderabad in the black and orange jerseys, Ahmedabad in their usual white jerseys. Louis Lett with you in the commentary box with Manish and Carla. Welcome back, you guys. Carla, do you feel that Hyderabad, with Guru back in the side, could cause a surprise here?
Sure, I think it's a nice step taking him in. They have a lot of pressure. They need to win this today to stay somehow in the league. And let's see how Guru is taking that. What our Cabo super spike. Finding his spot there through the block and celebrating.
Yeah, it's a good start, isn't it? KP, what do you want to see from Hyderabad tonight? Aggression or organisation or a bit of both. At the moment, they have started with an energy about them, and the hosts have got the crowd behind them.
Intent is what they want, and that man could really be the epicenter for the Blackhawks Hyderabad. You want to see a lot of hawk attacks.
They need to be there from the first moments. They need to show their best volleyball today. And I think I saw already a little bit of it.
Oh, very close. That was fast across the court. That diagonal angle, I thought the idea was right. That's okay. If they can put on a fight, put on a show, the fans may not mind the result.
Yeah, I agree, but I also think they would have learned from watching Ahmedabad that when you really take the game to them, you can really get on top of them. And that hasn't been the same as previous seasons.
Guru gets one more. He gets the crowd going as well. That's a hawk attack. That may have come in a bit too late in the league, but they will take it all right.
Yeah, I mean, this is the Guru we remember. Carly, you haven't seen much of Guru. This is only his 19th set of the competition so far. That's how little he's played. He's hit 19 balls this season. And that's a good one. You're seeing what an athlete he is.
That's a pretty good one. And he's 25 years old, so I never saw him playing before, and I'm looking forward to seeing more attacks.
Well, 2 years ago, he carried this team, and he was really the big asset.
How about that? That is the primary asset of the Ahmedabad defenders, Angamuttu. Now, if that man finds his groove, watch out, Blackhawks. Angamuttu hasn't been at his best. They haven't used him enough, or do I say they haven't used him well enough?
Yeah, I would agree with that. Probably not used him well enough, but that's a good set from Mutu Sami. That ball's travelled a long way to get in the zone or in the slot for Angamutu. This is someone that we haven't really spoken about, and I've been impressed.
Abhinav, yes.
He's got big shoulders on him, hasn't he?
He's a big server as well, Abhinav.
Yeah, I feel like if this career doesn't go well for him, he can go into security and do a great job there.
1v2 goes down the line. Yamamoto.
Yuri!
Samba magic from the Brazilian Yuri Yamamoto. A beauty from Yuri.
And it is an Arkamel super spike. That's what we wanted to see from
Review for the team.
Hyderabad. There's a review coming from
out.
Bonic, and Manish is shaking his head. He's in disbelief next to me.
That's in. To me, that's in. On real time, I think that's in. I will be very surprised. I shall visit an ophthalmologist if that has landed outside.
It's a big call, because Carla loves reviewing reviews. You're the reviewer.
I told you. Eyes like a hawk, my friend. Eyes like a hawk. I saw that land inside. Why would you waste a review so early in the game? Made no sense to me.
Yeah, if that was an LBW review, that ball pitched outside off and was hitting nowhere near the stumps when it hit the leg. It was... And this is what they love doing. So they love bringing off Guru, usually for Sahil, or usually it's the other way around. And then they bring in the second setter. So Preet is in to set on the backcourt, and Sahil is on the front court.
Sahil Kumar, the universal, is in, and so is John Joseph, the middle blocker, who is set to serve. It's a serving substitution for the Blackhawks Hyderabad. Float serve to Batsuri, now Muthu for Batsuri! No finish yet, they will come again. Muthusamy this time. Once again, the same option, the same story. Great defense or not. What happened there? What happened there?
I don't know, it must have been a net touch. Outrageously good defense. Like, he's just come off the bench as well, Preet. And Batsuri, he's just eaten both of them. But I can only say, the passing from Ahmedabad is very good. Both times Mutu Sami's in the position central, and that's why he gets the one-on-ones. Because as soon as the pass is good, the middle blocker has to commit with the middle attacker. What happened here, though? Net touch, yes. on Sahil. But as we were just talking about Delhi's pass. Delhi's pass was off the net more, and it was further right. That was way more aggressive than what we've seen earlier today.
That slap has done the job. And the fans here in Hyderabad love this. They've been thirsty for moments like these, for their team to compete. Good to see that hawk attack from the Blackhawks, aiming for the head of Akin.
Yeah, they're winning the middle battle at the moment, but as we said, Ahmedabad are very pin-heavy. And what I mean by that is they set the left and the right a lot. They don't necessarily set the middle as much as other teams. So they're a pin-heavy team. But Hyderabad have got to be a team that use the middle a lot.
Yes, Muthusamy always has that option, and they have so many more options off court as well. So it's a mighty fine squad, this. But very often, it's not about what the weapons you have, it's about how you use them on court.
And I would love to see Akin used more in this team. I think he's at probably 80% kill rate. He hasn't missed many.
Niyas Abdul Salam. Well, that one on the replay tells me that this was more Niyas Abdul Slam. The RR Kabil super spike, such a clean hit. Goes down the line, no chance for Angamuttu to keep that in play.
Beautiful posture there, KB, wasn't it, from Niyas?
Extremely nice hang time in the air, turning the attack over his shoulder. Nicely played.
See, I wouldn't necessarily jump with the middle. If you see Muthusamy this year hardly use the middle, I would be waiting as a middle blocker to go with the pipe and almost give up the middle a little bit. But here, that's exactly what he did. Okay, good job. That's exactly what I do. Kabil, super decision-making in the block and a super spike from Batsuri. But they're running the quick play and they're opening up that swing to 5 for him, so it's good offensive strategy. Let's see. We know what happens here.
Harsh Chaudhary, the lefty.
And where's he going to serve? What
Zone
position?
5.
Zone 5.
Yep.
Okay, let's see if you're right, and let's see if you learn. Between 6 and 5, close enough.
Bang! Shabang! That is an absolute missile. Unstoppable. Laced in venom. A Hyderabadi special that. Like a Mirchi ka Salan. Wow. What a shot from Niyas Abdul Salam.
This is better. Way more aggressive serving. Way more aggressive in the spiking area of things. Well done. This is good from Hyderabad.
Muttu for Angamuttu, and if that combo does not work, Ahmedabad have a few things to worry about. Hello, hello. Are we in for a stunner tonight? The Blackhawks Hyderabad have hit the ground running, and they've shown the kind of intent and intensity that's been missing. More than that on the other side of the Zabul technical timeout.
Excited potentially after that new India assurance super block. Angamutu's been chomped down on. Nias has had a wonderful start to this game. And you can see Hyderabad look united here this evening. Where last time out they looked a little bit reserved, maybe a little bit fatigued. KB at the moment, the serving, the blocking and the offense is all on.
What a spike through the middle, and it's not about just the attacking. They've been also full of energy in their serves. They kind of missed some, but it just shows how full of energy they are right now. Look at this one.
It's really good. They love running the middle. Preet has come in and done as good a job as Lemounier. The service pressure here, you have to pay attention to that man. It's another big serve. They've started so well. Sahil's into the net this time, but he's already put them in front with a healthy lead. So this should be the time where Guru comes back on and Paolo, but maybe they're waiting one more rotation.
Oh, Mr. Chikuri is there as well. The owner, no, he isn't. Looks like Mr. Chikuri. Apologies for that.
Oh, now you're spotting double gangers in the crowd, Manish.
No, it was Abhishek. Abhishek Reddy was there, the owner of the Blackhawks Hyderabad. He will be mighty pleased. Tell me, doesn't he resemble Mr. Chikuri? Please tell me he does.
Probably about 4%, 5%. Yeah, close enough. That's smuggled through. Sometimes you need a little bit of luck. Yeah, I think I also look like Brad Pitt.
No, you don't. You're just a jolly good fellow.
Well, I was just saying,
you don't look like Brad Pitt.
I was just saying, if that looks like Reggie, like Chekri, then I look like Brad Pitt.
10-7. Ahmedabad need to sort out a few things. Here comes Nanda Gopal, and it hasn't worked. Okay, so the Muthu Angamuthu combo hasn't worked. The Muthu Nanda Gopal combo hasn't worked. The serving isn't working. The blocks are leaking points. You've got to give credit to Yamamoto, the Brazilian, for that New India Assurance super block. 11-7, a 4-point lead for the Blackhawks playing at home in Hyderabad.
Yeah, and this is why sort of, when you're saying in the studio, do you think they'll make the Final Four? I'm a bit like, I don't feel like it's the same Ahmedabad as we've seen previously in this league. It's not quite clicking, which is surprising.
Okay then, Nanda has been blocked once again. Angamuthu once again can't get it through. Full credit to the Blackhawks defense. Yamamoto will be very upset with himself. Quick conversation, quick conference between Abhinav and Angamuthu.
Yeah, I mean, Scapia super point, good blocking. I'm going to go as far to say as the Hyderabad middles are as good as any in this league at the moment. They're getting across and double stacking really well, and they're also getting used a lot by Paolo. And you're starting to see why he's investing in the middle a lot. But, oh, this is, oh my days. This is very brave and could be one step too far in my estimation in terms of risk.
Hyderabad living life on the edge. It's going well for them tonight, because this is what they've done. Sahil finds the shores with that cross-court arrow. That takes them to 13-9, now just 2 away from winning a set. First set.
That was so gutsy to call that. They lose that and they're in a lot of trouble. They give away their advantage, but luckily Scapia super point. The pass wasn't there. It was a good set. Sahil on the backcourt, very good. But another time that might just bite them. That bravery might just change that back to 11-all, and then you've let a 4-point lead slip in 2 swings. Bank of Baroda top 5 servers, Abhinav Salah. Hello, sir. Welcome to the top of the top 5 servers. First time we've seen you there. Rohit having a good season from the service line for Goa. And then the likes of Luis Perotto, Martin Takavar and Setu, the original super server Setu. Well, they are Kabel, top 5 attackers. The big J-Dog, Jerome Vinith, Shirag Yadav. What a player he is, I enjoy watching him as well. Dickinson, Bata Batsuri, could add to that tonight, he could go above Dickinson. And then JB, Joel, Benjamin. Oh!
Mr. Patoria, he's a happy man after what he saw the Thunderbolts do last night, and they're very much back on track. On song, they found their groove. They found that edge that was missing slightly earlier in the tournament. And who knows what's in store for them. We saw a lot of kids in the stadium last night supporting the Kolkata Thunderbolts. I'd like to see those kids back when Kolkata take the court next.
We had a lot of Torpedoes in as well.
Oh yeah. Two very loud fan bases, the Bengaluru Torpedoes and the Kolkata Thunderbolts. 13-9 then, and the Ahmedabad still haven't woken up. They've hit the snooze button a few times in this match. They need to get going. Muthu is at the heart of it, but it is just not working. That is an incredible block from Double J, John Joseph. I think they've figured a way to stop Muthu. How? I don't know, you tell me.
Yeah, we talk about this a lot. It's New India Insurance Super Block, but not going too much to the line. Staying inside on the cross-court angle. For me, indoors, you can leave a lot of line because it puts the setter under more pressure to deliver a wider set. And the ball's not wide enough there. Back in the start of this league, the line block would have been really wide, and Angamudi would have had a lot of room through there, so they're just taking the right zones.
5 set points, and it's done! It's done! The Blackhawks win a set. Forget about all our predictions, we've all gone wrong. All of us thought on paper, on form, the defenders will take this 3-0, but that's not happening tonight. The Blackhawks Hyderabad have taken the court tonight with so much intent, intensity and fire and belief and execution. Angamuthu hasn't worked, but Suri hasn't done much. Akin's been missing as well, and that team is on a roll. The Blackhawks Hyderabad, they win the first set, 15-9. Are we in for a shocking result? Back in just a bit with set number 2.
Check. Check. Check.
Are we in for a surprise? Going by these numbers, looks like the Blackhawks Hyderabad do have a number on the Ahmedabad defenders. The offense has not worked. Angamuthu hasn't worked. And you look at the blocks as well. Offense, defense, everything working for them. Although they do have 6 unforced errors, but it also tells you that they've gone for it. They've backed themselves, and it's worked. 15-9 the score in the first set. Ahmedabad, wake up, will you?
2 successful spikes in a set. Are you kidding me? 2 spikes.
And what about the 6 unforced errors from Hyderabad and still winning?
Yeah.
I suppose they're playing a high-risk game. No risk, no gain.
Yeah, they've certainly come out a lot heavier tonight, haven't they?
This league is such unpredictable league.
Yes. And then some.
Probably
it's different every night.
Guru got the crowd going almost. And they have the first point of this second set. Probably the biggest crowd we've had at the GMC Balayogi Indoor Stadium in Hyderabad this season. Just as well because it's a Sunday, it's a holiday here, a Sunday evening volleyball party for fans. And for all those watching us on YouTube and on Sony, why go out? Well, you can sit back at home and watch some world-class volleyball. 6 languages available on YouTube, including Kannada for our Kannadiga viewers, or Kannada-speaking viewers. Nanda Gopal. There is a certain tentativeness about what Ahmedabad have done tonight. I don't know what's happening to them.
Yeah, I mean, we've sort of questioned their character at times, haven't we? And if they play like this, there's going to be a lot more questions over that character after this game, because Nanda's just over-rotated that one with the upper body instead of staying real solid with his upper body and then working off with the wrist and the arm. Carla, this is quite alarming for Ahmedabad, but at the same time, I think we've had our warnings about this performance, so it's not a complete surprise either. Free ball comes in. Better. And that's the one that they'll be happy to give Angamuthu. If he can hit the line, they'll give it to him.
Let's have a closer look again on his swing. Nicely defended by Hyderabad's defense. And let's see. Ted back. Yeah, that's what we have been talking about. The Engelman needs the sets closer to the antenna that he can get the full swing down the line and his cross, lovely cross hits.
Can I add something to that?
No. Sure, please.
No. I would say that set from Mujisami was a lot tighter than the previous ones we've seen. So he was more at 2.5. So that ball had to travel a shorter distance to get to the antenna. I think he's really struggling when that ball has a longer distance to get into his hitting window.
I'd like the two of you to weigh in on this, the quality of setting. Muthusamy has always been a gold-class setter, but is he becoming predictable? Does he need to change something about his approach or his tactics as captain, as setter? That's not bad. That's not bad at all.
I find the lack of middle sets absolutely baffling. I'll be honest. And again, it's there. The middle's a little bit late there, maybe, but Akin, how can you not set Akin, and how can you not keep bringing the middle into the game?
He heard you. He's just come in, Akin.
Oh, hello, Akin.
Time to activate the middle. Next point, maybe. Hyderabad now scarring Ahmedabad's confidence or their pride as a big team.
Kabila, super spike. You know what I would have done? I don't know how Daniel Motazedi hasn't been re-signed for them. I think he'd have had such a good influence on this exact Ahmedabad side in terms of what they're missing psychologically, as sort of not just his ability to sort of play the game, but he's such a good person to have in these situations.
Matsuri!
Oh, Manish was napping. Manish was napping.
I form is also in sync with what happens to Ahmedabad sometimes. Actually, I'm in disbelief. I'm sort of shocked to see Ahmedabad trail by a set, a point. I did not expect this, truth be told.
Yeah, but I didn't expect this either, but I'm also not surprised because I feel like it's been coming. I feel like they've not been playing their best. I feel like they're not been gelling like we've seen. That first set against Calicut was really poor.
Here comes Goro, who has been blocked. The moment Akin comes on court, Ahmedabad look like a different side. Put the shackles on Akin. Don't you dare let him go off court.
Yeah, same again, out of system play. Akin's done well to get across there. It's a beautiful play. But that ball's never going to the line from there. So you just got to close well.
Yeah, great new Inya assurance, super block. And let's see what the Engelman has for his super serve.
They're in a real battle now. We are going to learn lots about Ahmedabad here.
This is the dreary bubble that the Ahmedabad defenders find themselves in.
Are Hyderabad good or Ahmedabad bad, or Ahmedabad good and Hyderabad bad?
I think Hyderabad have improved. They've shown a certain edge, a certain fire. Ahmedabad's frailties, their weaknesses have been further exposed tonight. And they just don't look switched on. Predictability with Muthu sets. Angamuthu has not been allowed to fly, much like we saw Jerome Vinith in there in Chennai's last game. Batsuri. Akin.
Oh, hello, Akin.
There you go, they've activated the middle. There he comes. No, it's Batsuri! Yes! Oh, still in play. There it is! Changes the angle, finds a way. Where there is a will, there is a way.
Wow! But Story is nailing it. Cross line. What a first net and rich super defense. Well, let's have a look on this one. Still in play, and Batsuri nails it.
Yeah, he really did. I feel like Hyderabad will be kicking themselves for not winning the point previously, because that tip from Batsuri should have been dealt with. Big. Hyderabad, when asked the question this evening, are just bouncing back and staying aggressive and staying brave. Kamel, super spike through the seam this time. And that is Sahil back in business.
Yamamoto, Yudi Yamamoto set to serve then. Who does he go to? Angamuthu perhaps? I think that was the idea. Comes from nowhere, Batsuri. It comes from nowhere. I don't think Hyderabad expected this, so slight change in tactics. Of course, Akin, and there is a change on court. That's what? 6-6.
Batsuri comes from Mongolia.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Good job, well done. Oh, there is Mr. Sham Gopu. Not Mr. Chikuri.
Raji Chakuri.
No, Sham Gopu, the co-owner of the Blackhawks Hyderabad.
Well done.
If Mr. Chikuri is watching, sir, hello. I hope to see you here very soon in that lovely sky blue color, my favorite jersey color this season.
So now that you got the mix on, you're going on the charm offensive.
Always.
I see you. 7-6.
Mr. Sham Gopu is the co-owner of the Blackhawks Hyderabad, and he's mighty pleased to see this team do that.
Yeah, that's a good bad one. Good bad one, happy days. Everything going Hyderabad's way. The double J, I think he's had a very good game so far. Both middles for Hyderabad, I think, have been good. The outsides have been more aggressive than we've seen previously. And the Guru Sahil duo is certainly working. So well done so far. It's a good performance. And that is not, that's also not the play that you want. And they get away with it. That first ball from Nias was very poor from a down ball, but he gets through the block, and in the end there's 2 or 3 poor phases of play, but Hyderabad come out on top at the Amol Cool technical timeout.
The Whites are looking a pale shadow of themselves. I've never seen this kind of vibe in the Ahmedabad camp. That passage of play just before the timeout saw so much confusion on the Ahmedabad side in front of a raucous Hyderabad support crowd. It's been the biggest crowd we've had here this season on the Super Sunday. Hyderabad are in for a big result. Well, that man just hasn't had the kind of rhythm that we know him for. Now then, Matsuri gets blocked as well. The triple block. There is an air of uneasiness on the Ahmedabad side, and the Blackhawks are on a roll. They're cruising, aren't they? A new India shot and super block.
Yeah, the thing is, and I'm going to say this again, Mutu Sami, Ahmedabad now with a super point. If you overuse the pipe, you have to use the middle. You have to pair both positions. I don't know if you agree, Carla, but you can't just run 7 pipes to 1 middle attack. As huge moment, they get it, it's the dump. Is there a net touch? Oh! It's a net touch against Mutu Sami. He's gone after the second touch, and now it's looking as if Hyderabad will go up 2-0. It is tight. Yeah. And the funny thing is he tried to be innocent for a moment. The pass should have some blame, and look at that. That is frustration. And you know what? I wouldn't be so frustrated about that one, KB. I think the game management isn't quite there. It's all gone. It's all gone to pot here. And that's the problem.
It's out of control. And the thing of him taking this ball for a second is a great option. I think he's been really brave out there, showing that he wants to put also his power to the team. But there are too many individual players. They're looking not great as a team as so far.
Yeah, they're a sinking ship right now, Ahmedabad. Matthew West, top of the Eklund, top 5 setters, and I think deservedly so. Byron and Ketarakis had a fabulous tournament, and then the 3 boys in the middle are setting very well. Lad Vasan has had a great competition. Jitin was very good last night as well. And the Meteors top 5 liberos. This is after game 16 of the competition. It's only the MVP that is up today. Anand leading the way after last night's game, 66.7 in the net and rich top 5 liberos. It's got to get it back here, Mutu. And honestly, I really think, Carla, that the easy win is just to set the middle more, because he's going to Batshuri on the pipe way too much, and they're just saying we'll have 3 on it. If you use the middle once, they have to worry about that. can work from there, but he needs to use it. There you go. Uses the middle. They can come again. They'll probably score here.
The angle man is back to the angle. So first of all, great dig one-handed from Hyderabad, and what an angle from the angle man.
That's why he's the angle man. That's exactly why. He can crush balls into the angle all day long. That's a good pass. But that's a good reply. Is that out? I think it is just out. But again, I think it's good volleyball from Hyderabad. I don't think it's bad at all.
They're going for a review on that.
Challenge for the team.
They saw
Hyderabad.
touch.
Block
Block,
touch.
but for me it looked pretty clear.
Yeah, for me too. But I'm looking forward to having another look. Another cross-court block. I love that. That's a camera angle that I love. And it is a touch. It's a good turn. But those, Carla, those are the shots I love to see, because I see the hitter under pressure because of the block. I don't see an easy out for the hitter. It's like I have to turn the ball here, and I have to do something good to score the point. Review is successful.
Oh, same time.
Oh.
Pinky Winky was on the ball.
Talking of Pinky Winky, hello Manish. Maybe a little bright shirt on.
There is a certain admirable cohesiveness to this Blackhawk side tonight. This is the first time I'm seeing them play like a solid unit.
Yeah, me too.
Which is good for the league. Throws the top half of the league open.
Put your hands up if you're surprised.
Everyone hands up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good to see though for the league, because they're another team that we were thinking were out of it, but they're sort of playing with a lot of pride and determination and a lot of aggression, and they're showing that they're willing to improve. And I love that. We didn't get that from Calicut. Oh, uh-oh.
The Bengaluru boys are here, the Torpedoes.
Batman and Robin? Or Mario and Luigi? You say?
Let me think this through. He's also the boss of Bayside Ventures, so we've got to be careful. No, he's a chiller. Toofans a chiller.
He is a chiller.
So is VJ, Vishal Jason of the Bengaluru Torpedoes.
Two of the best guys out here. A lot of fun.
They took us to a lovely meal the other day.
Great company. Great food.
Oh, hello, hello, hello! All that the Blackhawks are touching is turning into goal tonight. A Bank of Baroda super serve went down the line to seal the set. Are we in for an upset, or will Ahmedabad wake up to win this in 5 sets? A Bank of Baroda super serve down the line, beautifully done by Sahil. The Blackhawks Hyderabad lead by 2 sets. Ahmedabad still haven't woken up. I am loving this contest. Well done, Blackhawks. Back in just a bit with set number 3. Will that be the last? We'll find out.
successful spikes to 16 is the stat that's jumping off the screen. To me, 4 blocks to 1 and 6 unforced errors each. This is another very good argument that you can never make a good prediction is the word I'm looking for, in this league.
I'll tell you what Louis and I are going to eat for dinner tonight. Humble pie.
Yeah, fair enough. Either we're cut from the same cloth, my friend, or I just know you too well. Funny enough, the reason I've probably got this waistline that I've got is I'm eating a lot of humble pie.
Okay, Angamuttu still hasn't been able to get one going. They'll keep setting him, and Hyderabad will keep blocking him. Third time, unlucky. Batsuri gets it then. What side of the bed did Angamuttu wake up from? 3 back-to-back chances.
Yeah.
Muthu keeps going to him, and he's been blocked every time.
But imagine this, right? You're Ahmedabad and you're 2-0 down, Netimut defense, and that's how you have to score a point. You've almost still lost momentum because you cannot get the ball down until the 3rd time. They're getting 3 in the block on him, which is great. And the angle man loves to hit angle. He's struggling hitting to the line. Remember, the one time he's hit the line, he scored comfortably. But volleyball takes an hour. This league takes an hour to complete a game at least. So they'll give him the one to the line all day. But they will keep taking the angle and making it tough for him.
I think they've done a fairly detailed SWOT analysis. And pun intended, they've analyzed Angamuttu's SWATs, SWAT, the way he swats that ball cross-court. They blocked that angle, forced Angamuttu to perhaps go down the line, which he hasn't enough of. They're okay to give away that one down the line point.
Yeah, and that's because the ball doesn't get across his right shoulder enough. So he might, that's probably the time to feed Angamuttu, because he's going to be able to stay close. Yeah, that's the time he can hit the line, because he's sort of only a metre or 2 away from Mutu Sami. It's every time the ball's off the net onto the left-hand side that the cross block's working. These short distances, look at how much he's got that line open, because it gets across his shoulder.
You know, last night we saw Jerome Vineeth not finding his rhythm. Tonight we are seeing the same thing happen to Angamuttu. In the last 3 seasons, we've seen these two having a bit of a party. Is the needle moving a little bit against these two?
No. I would suggest that there's a few things with Chennai where the set isn't in the right spot. I would love to see him get the service that he's had before. He's also probably now learning what the other opposites have had to deal with at times in this league. And I would say that Angamuttu did struggle a bit last season as well. But the pass in the set hasn't quite been there for him to access the line either. So it's a bit of a combination of things.
Just no momentum. Nanda creates it with that pipe.
Do you know what? I'm gonna mention a name that we haven't mentioned a lot before. Is there a football here? I don't know. But if you remember last year, Max Seneca brought quite a lot. It wasn't a point scoring outside, but he was a bit like a Perotto in the way that he was very good for everybody else. He was a little bit of that glue guy, and as much as Batsuri is an incredible athlete, I feel like they need that sort of Max Seneca Perotto player to glue it all together a little bit. As I feel like Batsuri needs leading as well. I don't think Batsuri's a leader like a Perotto would be, and I think they're just lacking that. Took me about 25 minutes to get my point out though, which is fair enough.
They had a pretty intense match. I just remember the rally with 18 passes. So Batsuri gets served and served. He has a lot of pressure to find his rhythm. Yeah, they need more people in the team scoring, for sure.
Well, that's one way to do it. You activate that man, activate the middles, run the middles well, and Akin hardly ever disappoints.
Ah, hello Akin.
You asked for it, and they've heard you, but they need to listen to you a lot more. Get that man
if they do run him, the middle has to commit to him, and then they can run the pipe. You can't overrun every play because you're going to be found out. You have to sort of play the game, the chess game, over time. And that's what they're not doing.
That's a sign of a thinking Nanda. He didn't go big. If he had gone big, he might have lost the point. He would have been blocked. But he tries that softer touch. Nanda Gopal, sign that he's an intelligent player. And they've been able to take a 2-point lead now in the third set after trailing by 2 sets. G.S. Akin stands and delivers. 1v2, and it's worked. Nicely done that by Sahil Kumar. He's been pretty active all evening long.
Yeah, this is probably the most dominant that we've seen the defenders so far. So let's see how the Blackhawks respond, and that is a great response. Very aggressive. They have this... I would like them to keep this identity of swinging away and being aggressive, and they have done that all evening. Cross-court swing, again, cross-court block. They've done their homework here, and then they put it away! You can't keep Hyderabad down! The game plan from that man is good. The Hyderabad Blackhawks are on a little bit of a stormer, and every time that Ahmedabad come forward, this is an Arkabel super spike. Hyderabad hammer back. Bosh.
Nias Abdul slams it down. 5 apiece then in the third set. 2 one-sided sets. Ahmedabad looking very lost. And Lady Luck also, suppose, favouring the Blackhawks tonight. Barring that one moment.
6-5, that's just great reactions. That's a 3-point swing for me. There's no way that Abhinav should be in that pass, so he just has to be aware. He shouldn't be passing, but he's very, very alert in that situation, and credit to him. Passes back into a good zone, to the right side, and KB. Sahil on the money. And just like the Thunderbolts last night, you can't really pick out one standout player because they're all coming to the party.
Yeah, they're all at the party, and this is like really lovely to see. Hyderabad, they're on fire. They're fire on court. The fans outside are dancing, are cheering. There's nothing to do against them.
I'm just thinking of that game that Ahmedabad lost to the Goa Guardians, 3-2. They lost half a dozen match points in that game. Was that when Ahmedabad sort of lost their confidence a little bit?
Maybe.
And is that what's leading to these strange performances on court?
Like, that's a poor error from Angamulu, really. But I agree, maybe. Maybe they sort of said, hang on, we thought we were going to be right at the top of this league, and we've just been shook. But this has been a really poor outing from them. All of a sudden, Angamutu's making errors that he wouldn't normally make. Muthuswami's not making the decisions he'd normally make, and that's a great set. That's what I mean. If you can access the line on that side, it means that you've got a good set. So well done, but it's not been there enough.
Nanda is an incredible jumper.
Says the woman in a jumper. Yeah.
It's a little cold in here.
It's a cloak. Oh, yes! Oh, no!
That hit the area on the way through. 8-7. Hyderabad lead at the Amul Cool technical timeout. You just can't shake them off at the moment. Their best performance of the season so far. Can they hold out? Let's wait and see. The New India Assurance top 5 blockers leading the way. Prince. It's the heir to the blocking throne here in the Prime Volleyball League. Mujib second, Abhinav Salah having a great season. Shikar Singh had another good evening tonight. And there is Angamuthu.
That's not the top 5 that I expected Angamuthu to be on. He needs to be spiking well. Tonight has been a bizarre evening for Angamuthu. Just hasn't found his rhythm.
Yeah, he's been pulled now. He's off. And that's a big statement in itself. If that man says, we need to change it and do something different. And he doesn't look too pleased. Abhinav serving. He's only off for the back court though. We'll see if he comes back on the front. Or maybe I'm wrong, actually. Good recovery. That's a great touch. Harsh. And that is probably the change they need. Because he's left-handed, it just upsets the tactics of the opposition. They're going to have to adapt here. And I think this is a very good call because he takes that ball earlier, he can take it that bit quicker, and he can look to get in between the block.
More chances that he'll get the ball just where he wants near his left shoulder. He might be able to go down the line as well from that angle. Harsh Chaudhary is a new problem for the Blackhawks to solve, but they've got that one man who has been on fire all evening long, the number 10, Sahil Kumar, and he's got those flags waving in the Hyderabad support group.
What an Arkawa super spike, and Akin has big troubles to shut the door. There was too much space between two blockers.
You know what I love about this performance, KB, is that every time Ahmedabad push back and do something well, they can't get any momentum because they sort of just take it straight back off of them. So let's see what happens now. But Harsh has come in, hit cross court, now he's hit line. So already he's shown a lot of variation, and that's exactly what they need because Angamuthu's been stopped a lot.
I suppose more space for the setter when they're setting for a left-handed spiker, because I suppose they're able to access an easier angle for the attacker. Goes down the line, Harsh Chaudhary with that serve. Antenna to antenna. Here comes Batsuri, still in play. Boto, hot potato.
Someone's on the net, surely.
Big net touch.
Surely. Batsuri, oh yes!
Yeah, they're asking for review.
I think they're asking for that net touch.
Review by the team. Ahmedabad, net fault.
I like the way I really like the way they show the sign with the C to the referee. For me, it always looks like they are ordering cappuccino.
Okay, let's take a look. Was there a net touch? Yes, certainly. Who the guilty party is from Hyderabad side, tough to say. But that will mean you will see the green screen with the text, review successful. Yes, you will.
That's a big point for the defenders. Big point. It almost counts two points. Almost.
Good to see the Ahmedabad defenders' ownership group smiling. The Chaudharys are there with their families. Good to see that. (11-9) then. Will Ahmedabad somehow be able to take this to set 4? Or will the Blackhawks strike back and finish this in straight sets? Harsh Chaudhary has been a refreshing addition to the Ahmedabad lineup. Akin, libero, chance, bang, blocked. Take that, 12-9, well done.
All of a sudden, the wind are in the sails of the defenders. Hyderabad, that's not the smartest swing there. You have to get wipey in that situation. You cannot hit your way out of that. Hitting his way out of trouble. You have to wipe your way through that or look for the hands. It's too tight for that. Harsh has been a real change here. The thing that... oh, sorry.
Hyderabad will go for sure for a super point.
Yeah, they have to. The thing is, this is the first time that we've seen them under pressure. A couple of scrappy plays, a couple of things that weren't ideal, and you're right, KB. You're always right.
Right then. Hyderabad have been on an adventurous ride tonight, and why not call for a Skapia super point? This is worth 2. The winner of this point gets 2. So 12-9 could easily become 12-11 or 14-9. Here we go then, chance. Hyderabad. Haken, the libero, has been so good. And they will have it, 14-9 then.
Well, we're going to a 4th here. All of a sudden, it's just turned on its head. Goes back to the outside. It's a phenomenal touch. And it's escaping a super point. But what is going on there?
10-pin bowling.
Yeah, 10-pin bowling and a bit more. You just have to take the ball there. Don't worry about the 2 fellas on the floor. Just play the ball and you worry about them later.
Hyderabad have played 3 setters. Possibly the first time they're going to 4 sets. Yes, they are. We are going to set number 4 because Ahmedabad are somehow able to scrape through this 3rd set. Will their belief be back, or are they fluttering to deceive us?
Well, Hyderabad have played Hydra good for 2 3/4 sets. And then they have played Hydra very bad for the last 5 minutes, and it's cost them dearly. They have to find a way to come back again. But that is a wild end to the set. Defenders didn't have to do much well to win that one. 15-9. The defenders strike back. 3 less successful fights. Remember, that stat was 2-11 after the first set, so that's changed a lot. 4 blocks to 2. Hyderabad still having the best on the net and on the unforced errors. My big question here, KB, is that all of a sudden we have seen a very, very calm, aggressive Hyderabad Blackhawks just turn to something a little bit more frantic.
I would go the other way around. I think Ahmedabad are playing much better and found solutions in attack. When we look at the stats again, before they had 8 attacks against 16, and now they are almost equal. I think that is the point.
It's hard to disagree with you. There's just a feeling that Ahmedabad have to win this game. I think if they want to make top 4. You look at the starts from Bengaluru, Mumbai. Yes, there's probably room for a team to lose 2 and get in, but you don't want to lose 2 this early in the season, because those other games are coming up thick and fast and the pressure will be really on. And Hyderabad, with the start that they've had, Ahmedabad would have thought, and maybe that's the issue, just like it was against Calicut, that this would be easy. But that's Ahmedabad off to a blistering start here. They're surviving, KB. Surviving just.
Great new India Assurance Super Black. Black? Block, of course.
Yeah.
Black block.
Service. And now Hyderabad are out of rhythm a little bit, and they're starting to feel what it's been like to be Ahmedabad all evening long and have the wind in your face. Batsuri off the hands. And this game in this league is a lot about momentum, that's for sure. But this is a crazy momentum shift. Like, crazy.
It's for sure not the last and the first match which has been turned around by the opponent. And we have a little injury. Just a short check on the knee.
Hope he's okay, Yudi. They'll need him. We have a huge 10 minutes or so in this game, and look at the zest on the serve. We haven't seen that, and then the errors come, and this is just a completely different scene here. And this would be my one thing with Yudi. He's subbing himself off here, I think, because his knee's gone, which is more problems for Hyderabad. But one of his issues is that he is hammering everything, and sometimes you just have to make the opposition play a little bit more. And just like when he got blocked, okay, he's looking for the hands of the third blocker, that's okay. It's just missed out, and I think that'll be his evening. If his knee's hurting, that will be...
It's been a net touch, but I didn't see it.
I didn't see it either.
I didn't see.
That's a huge point.
No net touch at all.
That's a huge point, because that should have gone Ahmedabad's way, and nothing is going Hyderabad's way here. So Hill gets a start over Guru as well, which is interesting.
Hawkins back on court for the Ahmedabad defenders. Here comes Sahil. Oh, terrific defense from the backcourt then. Free ball, Hyderabad. Here comes Sahil again. He's been blocked. The sheer dominating presence of Akin in that front court makes things happen. He stirs the pot for the defenders. And they lead by 3 now in set 4.
Really good blocking for the defenders, Netimashima defense. But look at this swing. It's not a smart swing. He's underneath the ball, he hasn't got any height, and he still just tries to hit it. That's when you're going to get blocked. He just has to go high. He's not going to score from there. The odds are against him too much. And again, the decision-making not quite there from Hyderabad, and you've got to feel for him because they've put together a very good game for 2 3/4 sets. And I don't know, KB, is it just psychological tools? It's a massive performance drop-off, isn't it? The highest level's high, the lowest level's low. And it should be somewhere a bit closer together, in my opinion.
Sure, right now it's about moments. Just about shifting moments.
Batsuri denies Sahil. Beautiful synchronization in that jump from Batsuri to align himself to negate that spike. Such a clean block. That New India Assurance super block. Take a look at that. Excellent ball sense, body positioning. Akin alongside made it look even better. Oh, 5-2 then for the defenders. Are we going to set number 5? Now, Ahmedabad doing to Hyderabad what happened to them in the first couple of sets. Akin goes again. Okay, then here we go. Oh, with the head, was it? Another net touch by Akin this time. Is that a sign of trying too hard, too many net touches?
Yeah, maybe just trying to press a bit too much. Yeah, let's have a look. Yeah, Akin's just drifting and he's landed. Going forwards, that's all. Sometimes you're trying so hard to get out and seal the block that you can easily find the net. There's a lot of pressure on these middles to try and help. Cookie.
What a thud that was. That is a Mongolian missile. And while the flags of the defenders have been outnumbered by the orange Hyderabad flags, that will do. An RR Kabil super spike from the number 77. I'm going to find out what that means.
Well, let's see what he can do from the service line. It's close, but it's going to be long. I don't know here. I feel like Hyderabad are going to have an opportunity in this set. There's going to be a moment, and it's just whether they're going to be able to take that moment and drive on, because what we know about Ahmedabad already is Guru. What we know about Ahmedabad already is that they're a momentum team. They struggle when the chips are against them to turn it around. But so the Hyderabad, how many games this season have we seen where sort of psychologically a team lose it for 2 sets and then the other team find it? Akin leaves us.
Dhruvil Patel has come on as a serving substitute. Akin's off court. There he is on your screen, Dhruvil Patel.
This would be a great time to call a super point, by the way.
Not a bad serve at all. Chance. Spike. Boom! Boom, kaboom! Bang, shabang! 8-4 as we head into an Amul cool technical timeout. Well, signs of a 5-setter writ large back in just a bit.
NTPC MVP leaderboard, Joel Benjamin leading the way. Jalen Penrose in second place. The Bengaluru boys both on 22 points. Shubham Chowdhury, what a season he's having. 20 points alongside Jerome Beneath. And then Matthew West on 18. That is the up-to-date leaderboard as well.
3 Bengaluru boys in that top 5 contenders for the NTPC MVP. But Suri not too far from being in contention either. The Blackhawks Hyderabad have surprised me unpleasantly with what they've done in the last set and a half. Louis, what's up with them suddenly?
With Hyderabad, they've just completely lost their level. And like you obviously have volleyball characters. Sorry, you have good volleyball players, but you need characters who aren't going to shy away when it gets tough. And I feel like as much as Ahmedabad have got their way back into this, the substitution of bringing Harsh Chowdhury on was great. But at the same time, where's the character here? They've gone to softer serving. They're not making good decisions. And now they're just getting absolutely battered.
Are they going to challenge it? Noor Jahan has, I think, awarded the point to Ahmedabad, and some kind of confusion. Or Hyderabad asking for a foul call against Ahmedabad then. Yes, I think the ref changed his mind. Okay, let's wait for a confirmation.
Review for the team. Ahmedabad
Going in for a
bowling
review
out.
then, in or out? To me, that looked out.
The team actually shows they want more the touch. But let's have a look if it's in or out.
Yeah, that shows us it. Review unsuccessful. That's 2 that he's used on in and outs not being correct. That could be costly very soon. Do you know what I would do? Whether I win or the next time I lose a point, if I'm Hyderabad, I would call a super point on Mutu Sami's serve, and I would try and get back on level terms as soon as possible. Whether that happens now, let's see. The pipe, they've been on that all day. It's not been very productive. It's inside Guru, and it's through the block.
Deepu, the libero, had to set the ball, and I thought Guru was a bit too late off the blocks to meet that ball where he had to, therefore couldn't execute, and then the block was there. Or not?
Guru's done a very good job to get there and force it and speed up. That set was nowhere near where he needed it, and that's why he ends up on the floor. A bit lucky for Guru, and the blocking could be better. Good timeout though, this from Bonic.
But Suri needs to clean the floor.
Oh, the Southern Derby, a spicy derby between the purples and the yellows. The Bengaluru Torpedoes aiming for the top spot on the points table will be up against the Chennai Blitz, who are looking to find their way again. That's tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. on the Sony Sports Network and live on YouTube as well.
I would have that paddle ready. I would psychologically want to hurt Ahmedabad now. If they go 9-7 down, I call the super point. We go 9-9, and let's just see how it is from there.
Or win this point and try to go up 10-8.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it on my own serve. I'd always call it when we've lost one, and I get the first attack.
Unless there is a scenario where Harsh Chaudhary is serving the lefty.
Could help.
Does he go to Batsuri? Oh yes, he did.
Serve.
Nanda, the double block. The defense aligns itself.
That's a hand over.
got no reviews left, so if they're upset, so be it.
They can't be upset. Was the hand over the net? Yes, absolutely it was. That's a... Yeah, he has to be penalised, Nanda, and Nanda knew it as well.
8 apiece now. Abdul Nias Salam set to serve again, the number 7. He's been pretty good on court tonight. Oh, now? How about now?
I'm with
9-8 then.
Purely because we know Mutu's not got a spin serve, so you know you've got a high chance. Where's Guru? Guru's on the backcourt, so that might affect my decision-making slightly, because you've only got 2 front court hitters. So maybe I'd have held back a little bit.
The Blackhawks were thinking about making a substitution. They haven't put the serves down. Okay, here we go. They should have gone for it, because it's worked. And Aman Kumar has given it the full whack.
Yeah, he's done a good job of staying fast. I would ask questions of this block. He's done well to turn it back into the angle, to be fair to the kid.
Also, got to give credit to the number 12 of the Blackhawks Hyderabad, Preet Karan, correction. Both teams have their super point option available. They haven't really used that card yet in this set. The number 11, Shikhar Singh, ready to serve. There he is on your screen. 9 apiece in set 4. Will Ahmedabad be able to take this to set 5? After 3 sets, it's 2-1 to Hyderabad.
That's a great serve.
Poor reception. Chance now. Are they getting a bit casual then, Hyderabad?
No, they had the advantage. But Nias's defense has to be better than that, KB. What do you think? Aman says my bad, but the defense should, from that down ball, should never have been that far right-hand side.
There has been a chance to get it. At least one hand down. Yeah. Well blocked.
Yeah, good discipline. But I think that was the... Do you know I said that Hyderabad would have their chance? I think that might have been it. That was a huge opportunity for them.
That's more like it. SV Guru Prasad. Life seems beautiful when Guru does that for the Hyderabadis. He gets the orange flags waving, doesn't he, the number 15.
Was it a foot fault? Let's have a look. No reviews left. Can't see the feet. They still need a break, though, and the level's quite good here. That's a better defense. That's in a much better zone. Oh, he's blocked again. That's twice in a row. And the head's gone down from Aman.
In the battle of the A's, Abhinav BS denying Aman Kumar. He saw that coming, didn't he?
Yeah, and again, in transition, I just don't know if that's the swing. Staying high, but he likes to go off body. That's his tendency, but getting the feet to the ball and staying high, aiming for the deep corners would have been fine. He make up with it with the pass, though. Really does. That was a good pass from Aman. And after getting blocked twice in a row, others would start to have their pass affected, but he does get it in. Great set this, really good entertainment.
They're starting to raise their game now. They know they don't want to play a set 5, and therefore the Blackhawks a little more alert. They've shown a little bit more alacrity in the last couple of minutes. And a super point, a Skopje super point has been called for by the Ahmedabad defenders. Will it be 13-11 or 11-13? A Skopje super point is what's true. Here we go then. Ahmedabad will spike fast. Akin has done the job. Lead by 2 and 2 away from taking this game to set number 5 on this Sunday night.
Let's see how Hyderabad respond. I feel like the middle has to get in front of Akin there. Akin's had too much space to attack. It's a very good swing from Akin. It's absolutely clutch. Harsh serving. Oh, what a serve! And what an inspired substitution he has been. We go to a 5th set here. Ahmedabad have pulled it out of the bag. Harsh Chowdhury. Super serve to the line. Under all the pressure, he delivers the absolute goods here.
But he's outshined Angamuttu, their first choice universal. Harsh Chaudhary has done so well, brings in a certain lefty angle as well, and that's where it is. The first 2 to Hyderabad, the next 2 to Ahmedabad. Who gets the 5th? We'll find out. Back in just a bit.
What a game, we go to 5. The Black Hawks 2 up, then the defenders strike back. Still more successful spikes, but look at the blocking now from the defenders. Marched in front, and then 15 unforced errors to 12. It's a race to 15 for 2 points. Both teams have guaranteed themselves a point this evening. And if you don't hear from Manish, you know where he is.
Right next to you, my friend. Not in that RR Kabil VIP box. Someday I shall wave at you from there while eating my tiramisu.
I I've actually had some messages in my inbox the last few days asking for some VIP tickets to these games. How powerful do these guys think I am?
You're an influential man.
Not even an influential man in my own house, Manish.
Nobody is.
That's true.
Most powerful people aren't.
No, that's true.
In their own house, that is.
Yeah, I agree. Well, we're okay though.
Okay, winner takes it all. One set. Two suitors. Ahmedabad, Hyderabad. I didn't expect this to go to the 5th set. Both teams have surprised me at different points in this game. All of us in the commentary box are in disbelief at what we've seen in the first two and then in the next two for different reasons, of course.
Yeah, I mean, it's fight or flight, isn't it? And this is just pure, he's looking for the middle, he's just not there. So it's a communication issue. And Paolo's got to the point of setting the ball and gone, where are you? And he's gone, I'm not happy about it.
Just wondering though. Okay, we'll talk about that right after this. Great serve from Nanda. Guru comes in to the rescue of Hyderabad. Muthu sets it now for Batsuri. It's worked 2-0 in the 5th set. Now, in the next game, if Ahmedabad go on to win this match somehow, would you start the next game with Harsh Chaudhary as your first choice universal? Would you keep Angamuthu out?
You'd have to give him a go. Kamela, Super Spike, you'd have to give him a go, wouldn't you?
For Angamuthu?
Yeah. But because if we look back through the games, Angamuthu hasn't been the one winning them the games. We're talking about Batsuri more. So in theory, I think if you think it's going to make you stronger, he's certainly made an influence. Well, he's certainly made an influence. There's a timeout already. I don't know how Hyderabad have come out surprising us with how amazing they've been, to all of a sudden looking like they've never played together before.
Okay, so what have they got up next after this one? Goa, Bengaluru and Kolkata. Two tough games for sure. Goa is very unpredictable. On their day, they can beat anybody. But if Hyderabad win tonight, they will be handful for Chirag Yadav's Goa Guardians. And then they take on the Torpedoes, and in their last league game, they'll have the Thunderbolts up against them on the 20th of October. What about the Ahmedabad defenders? The next game will be up against the Chennai Blitz. Do you want to see an Angamuthu versus Jerome Vinny battle, or do you see Harsh Chaudhary taking on the Chennai Blitz? That's the big question that Ahmedabad will have to answer. There are a few things to think about for Dragan Bonic, the coach of Ahmedabad, but they've started well. The 5th set, 2-0. Nanda Gopal, very good serve on that last point. Here he is. Once again. Zapak goes that slap from Nias Abdul Salam, the outside.
Probably what they needed. Pass much more composed, just a high ball to the outside. Let him feast. That's where he's at his best. Not every ball has to be quick. You can just let him get up and hammer away. 2-1. It's been a phenomenal game. Service again on Batsuri.
That's why having a lefty universal always helps. And that's the advantage of mixing things up a little bit. I don't think Hyderabad had planned for Chaudhary. They would have spent a lot of time figuring how to stop Angamuthu, which worked. But then Ahmedabad came up with plan B, and plan B is boom boom.
Yeah, and the first thing you can see here is that he has a slightly quicker arm. So even that on its own for the middles is something else you have to worry about. You have to get over quicker. Your hands has to be quicker than the arm of the spiker. Passes into a very difficult place, and that's an easy out. Hyderabad again. Batsuri. This is what baffles me about sports sometimes. That wasn't the Batsuri we saw in the first 2 sets. He wasn't killing a ball. Kamel super spike. And turning round and bowing.
Yeah, Louis, what you just said, that Hyderabad, they look like they never played before. They even forgot their position, so they didn't know where to stand. So it seems like they're totally out of control.
But that's like flight mode, isn't it? That's when you're just running away from the situation and you're scared.
Oh, they love him, don't they? Suri.
I want a Manish one of those. Can I get my hands on a Manish one?
We'll ask them for it. I'll get it autographed for you.
I'd love it.
You want that one?
Yeah, no,
Okay.
I'll have a Manish one.
No, not mine. I'm a nobody. Batsuri! While he's becoming the poster boy. Like that. A Mongolian doing the job for Ahmedabad. Hashtag Torinak.
You're my friend, Manish. There you go, so I'd rather have a signed picture of you. Gone through, and now he's feeling it. But this is the issue, right? And this is why I'm still scared for Ahmedabad. When the momentum's with them, they're sort of running around, bowing and things like that. But it takes to this moment to get them there.
Lucky number 13. He has unleashed a Bank of Baroda super sub. Another magic moment for Harsh Chaudhary. He seems to have become a trump card for the Ahmedabad defenders who are looking lost and down and out until he arrived, and he's changed the complexion of this game with that Bank of Baroda super serve, and the Ahmedabad defenders are now silencing this Hyderabad crowd. They lead by 5 in set number 5. That man, a rock star. Abhishek isn't giving up. The owner of the Blackhawks Hyderabad. Here comes Batsuri again. He's hit it long. No, wasn't there. Not in position to execute it. Oh, they're hugging the two team owners. Friends and family here. Opponents on court, friends off it. The two owners sitting alongside each other. Such a happy family, this RR Kabul Prime Volleyball League.
I love being a part of it. Every evening gives us something else. Just the entertainment is wild. It's a good swing. And it's time for them all called technical timeout. Batsuri's absolutely flying here. And Hyderabad have a lot of work to do in the second half of set 5. Batsuri is absolutely feeling it right now, which is great. And if you're a Black Hawk, you must be suffering after those first 2 sets.
The two owners of the Blackhawks Hyderabad, Abhishek Reddy and Sushant Gopu. What are they thinking? They trail by 5 points. Okay, make that 4 now. 8-4 it is in the 5th set. This is the climax of this game, the second half of the 5th and final set.
off the block of Akin, who I think could still be used a lot more than he currently is. We don't say his name enough. Preet is back in it. I think he's had a very good game as well. And that means Sahil's back on the front court. So 3 in the pass, Batsuri the target, absolutely. He's really a lot more active with his feet. And that's probably not the time to use the middle from Mutu Sami. But at least he's using it. Yeah, he said sorry, but I don't think this is a big problem. Because at least then he's gone to Akin, telegraphed a little bit, but next time he does go to Batsuri, it'll work.
Double J denies Akin. 8-5 now. Are the Blackhawks on their way back in this match? Nanda blocked once. They'll come again for sure. Triple block ready for Nanda. In fact, it's a double one. A kept in play or not yet? Not quite, in fact.
Gonna have to call the super point early, I think. A good set from Batsuri. Fast off the hands. And that ball's there to be dug from Preet. It really is. All he has to worry about is giving that ball height. Not worry about sort of the placement of the ball.
Okay, 9-5. Naveen Raja Jacob there has played in this league in the past. Now a part of the support staff of the Ahmedabad defenders as assistant coach. Here we go. Bang! That's a grand slam. Sahil drills it, kills it.
Kabir, the super spike, and it really was. Especially with Mutu on the front court, there's a bit of a mismatch in that rotation for Sahil. They need a big 5 minutes here. Hyderabad, a very big 5 minutes. A serve, maybe. Oh! That's just wrong.
Review it. Review it. Try and at least upset the momentum there at the bottom. If they have a review left. They have a review left, but they've chosen not to call for it. It's too late anyway. 10 seconds have lapsed.
Oh, man.
They have 2 left. Why not go for it now? You don't take them home, do you?
And it was close.
We'll take a look at that on the replay in just a bit. After this point, perhaps. Sahil, that's long for sure.
I'd have called a super point there, I think. It would have been even worse in the end, but you can't let this game get away from you. Hyderabad will be absolutely devastated. Can you imagine after 2 sets? Hey boys, we can play here. We're playing amazing. And then for the next 3 sets, it's just the complete opposite.
It's way out. Landed on the Anka's loadings. Way behind the end line there. 12-6 to score. Ahmedabad now starting to believe they will take this in 5. What was that? You know what? I think in the first 2 sets, it was a Sunday evening for Hyderabad. Thereafter, Monday started for Hyderabad.
Yeah.
Dreary, depressing, dull Monday for the Blackhawks.
I tell you what, this is going to hurt more than getting drummed 3-0.
True, because they had it, and they completely threw it away. Or did they? Have they? Will they? A comeback is still possible. Get a slice of what you had during the first 2 sets. In comes Shikhar. A substitution has been made. The libero goes off court. Take a look at this. KPR super point. It's now 12-8.
1-on-1 again. He's getting a 1-on-1 out there. That's good news. I feel like they're going to need a serve, though. And maybe that's why this man's coming on.
12-8 then. Ooh, good serve. Bam! Still in play. Chance. Hyderabad. Still in play again. Overcooked it. Not what you should have done there, Shikhar Singh. Oh, 13-8. A 5-point lead and 2 away from winning another 5-setter to add 2 points to their kitty. The champions of Season 2, the Ahmedabad defenders.
I don't know how many rush of bloods to the head that we're going to see in an hour. We've seen hundreds of them. And that is a problem. 2 will do it. It might be over now. Hyderabad are so done here, I think. There's one.
Resigned to fate, are they? The triple block denies Niyaz Abdul Salam, and the white flags are waving in Hyderabad against Hyderabad. The oranges have gone quiet. Well, certainly the smiles are back, and they're in disbelief as well. Those smiles represent part relief, part disbelief as well. 6 match points. They can't mess this up from here. It doesn't matter what they do, and they've done it without Angamuttu taking the court in set number 5. Harsh Chaudhary for me has been that secret sauce of this win. And it's done! Ahmedabad win in 5! Hyderabad have made a mess of it. They lost the first 2 sets, Ahmedabad, without their main man firing. They stirred the pot, changed the mix, brought Harsh Chaudhary in. And it's proof that left is right. The lefty came in and changed the complexion of the game. And for me, this is a story of Ahmedabad being pushed to the corner with their backs to the wall. They raised their game. Hyderabad perhaps too casual, a touch frivolous. They lost their focus, completely lost their way, their rhythm, their mojo. And Ahmedabad took full advantage of it to win here in 5 sets.
That is going to take a while for Hyderabad to get over. They're going to be feeling sad and heavy, and they're going to feel like the weight of the world's on their shoulders, because for 2 sets we saw a team that we hadn't seen before, and then as soon as they could see the finish line, they turned into the same team that we've seen all season. And that is just heartbreaking. But for Ahmedabad, they'll be happy. But again, if you're the rest of the league watching on, you would have learned a lot about them. We learned a lot about them, that with their backs to the wall, Manish, you're right, they can come back through Harsh Chaudhary. But at the same time, they have concentration issues, and they struggle to operate when the chips are against them. And it took a bit of a stroke of genius from Bonic, really, to take out Angamuttu. That did change the game this evening, and it'll be interesting to see if Angamuttu does start the next game, or whether he does have to go to the bench. And he looks like he's a proper team man, celebrating with him, but he will know deep down he has to bring his A game now, because Harsh Chaudhary has certainly produced here this evening. Were Ahmedabad class, or were they lucky? I don't know. Did we learn something about their mentality? Yes, we did, that they will come back. But that was because of a change. Well, 15-8 in the 5th. 2-0, 2 comfortable wins in sets 1 and 2 for Hyderabad. 3 comfortable wins, really, for Ahmedabad in 3, 4 and 5. A wild game here this evening has ended Ahmedabad 3. It's the reverse sweep, because they won from 2-0 down against the Hyderabad Blackhawks here this evening. Another bumpy ride here in the RR Kabel Prime Volleyball League, powered by Scapia, but that's the ride we're on, and we absolutely love it every night.
Ahmedabad have given the Blackhawks Hyderabad a scar they'll take a long time to recover from, because the Blackhawks won the first 2 sets. They were perhaps on course for a 3-0 win, and then Ahmedabad woke up. The defenders somehow found the way to win the 3rd set, got better as they went along. Change in personnel helped as well, but the first 2 sets certainly belonged to a resurgent, intense Blackhawks Hyderabad. They figured a way to keep Angamuttu quiet. The defense was working very well. Spikes from Sahil. John Joseph was doing well as well. And the first 2 sets told us that the Ahmedabad defenders are beatable. Everything they touched turned into gold. But once the Ahmedabad defenders got that man on court, Harsh Chaudhary, the lefty, things started to change, and one felt left is right. The defense started to work. Ahmedabad activated option 7-7, that's the Mongolian monster Vatsuri. Harsh Chaudhary and Vatsuri together scripted a win. That'll give them a lot of confidence. He served well, he attacked well. As their second choice universal, Angamuttu went off court, Ahmedabad woke up. And once they did, the Blackhawks Ahmedabad had absolutely no answers. Nandagopal came in as well. The Blackhawks just lost their way, and there was no coming back for the home team. The white flags were waving here in Hyderabad, and the home team made an absolute mess of what should have and could have been a straightforward 3-0 win. Ahmedabad woke up, and this is how it all ended for them. The Gujaratis rocked the Hyderabad party, and they register another win, although they will take only 2 points from this win. Whereas for winning those 2 sets, the Blackhawks will get 1 consolation point for themselves on the points table. Ahmedabad have a lot of work to do. They shouldn't be too pleased with this win, because this is not the game they'll be very proud of. Yes, they will take the win, but they have their work cut out. Where do they find themselves on the points table? At number 3. It could well have been 9 points had they played to potential. The Blackhawks Hyderabad are still reeling in the bottom half. After 4 games, they have only 4 points, 3 losses, and just the 1 solitary win. 3-2 the result on this Sunday evening. Let's now head across downstairs for the presentation to see who the player of the match and the game changer is. Down now to Sarthak Lal for the presentation.
And with that, we are wrapping up another thrilling day of volleyball. How good were the Ahmedabad defenders, trailing by 2 sets, come back and seal the win. In the presentation party, I have Dr. D.G. Chaudhary, co-owner of the Ahmedabad defenders, today with us. Representing R.R. Kabul, Mr. Sandeep Reddy. Representing Skapia, Mr. Shrikant Kamisetti. First, let's thank our lovely sponsors, R.R. Kabul, Skapia, New India Assurance, NTPC, Bank of Baroda, Amol, Mutual Fund, Sahi Hai, Red Bull, Cello, Costco, Net Enrich, Eakin by Paragon. We're going to start with the Skapia game changer of the match. अपने बाएं हाथ से जादू करते हुए the Southpaw, हर्ष चौधरी, आ जाइए. ये दिन आपका है. ये कहानी आपने लिखी है. None of this would have been possible if Harsh would not have fired. क्या कमाल का प्रदर्शन आज दिखाया हर्ष. आइए आइए. ये बाएं हाथ में जादू है कि नहीं?
नहीं हार्ड वर्क है और भगवान अपने साथ था, बस उतना ही था. कोच ने आज ट्रस्ट किया तो मैंने मेरा 100% दिया, बाकी मैंने कुछ नहीं किया उतना.
आपने बहुत कुछ किया है, लेकिन ये आपकी विनम्रता है. एक बात बताइए, आप खुद को क्या कह रहे थे जब पहले 2 सेट हार गए थे?
मैं जिता सकता हूँ, 3-2-0 हो गए तो कम बैक कर सकते हैं, बस उतना ही बोला है कि भगवान मेरे साथ है, मैं मेरा 100% दूंगा.
आपने यकीनन 100% दिया, 100% प्रदर्शन. ये दिन आपका है, जश्न मनाइए अपने साथियों के साथ. Congratulations, मुबारकबाद हर्ष चौधरी, your Skapia game changer of the match. And the party has already begun to my left, but now it's time to move to the R.R. Kabul player of the match, the Mongolian magician Batur Vatsuri. Come on in. Solid performance from the man once again. He has been shining for the defenders, and they get a big win today. This one will be remembered, because after having lost the first 2 on their home turf against the Hyderabad Blackhawks to turn it around. That was something in itself. It's time to send it back to our commentators.
Yahya Kamal, the player of the match, Bato Batsuri, and we know why that is. Physicality, someone that they can lean on in the big moments. They certainly got that today from the Mongolian magician. A bit of a slow start, but that was the story for all of the defenders really, but he found his way. And take a bow, my friend, take a bow, and take some selfies to go with them as well. Well, maybe the biggest talking point of the evening, the Skopje game changer of the match. Harsh Chowdhury off the bench, the lefty, came in very, very handy, and he led the comeback. Very, very smart from an attacking sense of things, but those serves that came with him, including that one worth two, was a key moment in this game. Will he start? That will be the big question. Angamutu has competition for his place, but the mutual funds, Sahi Haya moment of the match was this one. That sealed the deal for the defenders. A gutsy comeback. Hyderabad will be devastated. It wasn't their night, and it potentially isn't going to be their season. Angamutu, the first one out, celebrating, and that shows a lot about the man. Well, tomorrow we are back with the Bengaluru Torpedoes, looking to extend their unbeaten run against the Chennai Blitz, looking to bounce back from disappointment against the Kolkata Thunderbolts. Yesterday, it's our only game that starts from 6:30 p.m. local time. But from us three and the rest of the team, it's goodbye for now, and thank you for your company.